Hi everyone, my name is Manon, I'm 26 and I live in France. I've been loving polyp dolls for 12 years now, and 3 years ago I created my website, which is an online store. I started as a retailer and worked with Cool Cat and Lutz, and more recently I've also been sewing my own clothes to sell on my website. My website is dedicated for polyp and friends, and so you will find clothes, accessories, wigs, bodies, anything you will want to customize them. I really hope you'll check out my store and that you'll like it. Bye bye!
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Guess who I have with me today? One of my newest Dolly friends. This is Manon of Doremy, right? Is that how you pronounce the shop name?
Yep.
Okay. And first of all, I wanted to congratulate you because you just recently celebrated 3 years in your shop.
Yep.
So, yay.
Yesterday.
Awesome. And you did an
Thank you.
Instagram live. We were talking before we started
Yep.
recording that you do Instagram lives and you'll talk for an hour, sometimes two. I will tell you, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you are able to talk for that long. So but I did watch, and I
Yep.
wished I understood French, but I was there like Google translating some words and trying to send them to you. But anyway, so congrats to you.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk to you about your shop actually. So
Yep.
I placed my first order. It came super fast. If anybody's in the
Mm.
States looking to order, great shop. Tell me about it. Tell me how you got started. Are you a collector?
Yep.
Give me the story.
So actually, I started collecting like 12 years ago.
Okay.
So I was about 15, I guess.
Goodness.
And I've always loved my dolls, but I wouldn't, hope it would be my job someday.
Right.
And actually, my plans were totally different. I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life. So after high school, you have to choose your path,
Right. Yes.
your long life path. And I was like, I don't know. And so I chose to study Japanese.
Oh, wonderful. I didn't know that.
It was interesting, but like, I felt like, I did nothing in the end. Like, I don't know how to explain, but I felt unaccomplished. Like,
Okay.
at the
Yeah.
end of
Yeah.
the day, I knew more words, I knew about Japanese history, but it was like, yeah, but I still have no clue what I want to do with my life.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this time I started to make, miniatures with polymer clay
Sure.
and such. And I thought, hey, I like that. Maybe I would like to have my hobby becoming,
Hmm.
my job,
Yeah.
but not with my dolls for a real reason. It was not with my dolls, but with my
Yeah.
polymer clay stuff. And so I thought I might be going this path, like
Yeah.
opening a shop someday.
Hmm.
And so I started to look for studies I could do.
Yeah.
And actually, I got lucky because in France, you can do something that's called alternance. It's like you have school and a job at the same time. So like
Oh,
you
that's
work split in
great.
two.
Yeah.
So I got this management school,
Hmm.
and on the other hand, I got a job at Jolie Doll, which I think
Oh
you know.
my gosh, I've been there. Oh my
And
gosh. Okay, wonderful.
and so I worked there for 2 years, and at the end of my contract, I couldn't stay for multiple reasons.
Hmm.
And so I thought I just can't stop working with my dolls. So I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, if if someone can open a shop, I think I can do it too. So that's how I decided to open my store like 3 years ago. Just at
Okay.
the end of my contract, like a month later, I was like, yeah,
Right.
doing the shop.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if you worked at Jolie, you probably saw that there was an audience for it. Right?
Yeah.
There's a people who actually want to come in and buy doll clothes and doll accessories and get excited about it.
And also because, most of my life with my dolls, I was a student. I had
Mhm.
no money at all. And I
Right.
was so frustrated. So when I got this opportunity to work in a dolly shop and have, like clothes and dolls I could buy,
Right.
I was like, yeah, actually, I really love my dolls. That's like the only hobby I got for so long, because at this
Yeah.
time, polymer clay was starting to bore me a little bit. So it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, my dolls are really the thing I really like and never get bored of. So
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So then tell me about, because one of the things I love about your shop and frankly your Instagram and your all of this is your photos. I mean,
Yeah.
not only are your clothing and your accessories they're very hip. You know,
Yeah.
you're not, I haven't seen too many big puffy princess dresses. It's very like
No.
chic jeans with the cute boots and the
Hmm.
shirts. So tell me about like your photos and the style that you have with your
Well,
clothes.
when I started, I really wanted to have my shop look like, ASOS, H&M, Zara,
Okay, yeah,
those
yeah,
websites. And I
yeah,
was so inspired by it. I thought, it would look so cool to have your dolls, posing with energy and,
yeah,
showing off the clothes. At this time, I didn't know how to do it with a white background. So I used diorama at this time.
sure,
But, it was different from other stuff, but still looking like anyone,
right,
and
yeah.
I actually started to use the white background like during the pandemic actually, like we
Oh,
had a
really?
quarantine in France,
Yeah,
and at this time I couldn't work because I couldn't send out package, so I was
yeah,
like, yeah, I have a lot of time and I need to
sure,
find something to do, so I just
right.
took all of the items of my shop and I redid all the pictures
Oh my
from the
goodness.
beginning, and it
Yeah,
was so long. Like I think I spent like a full week just redoing the pictures, but
wow,
it was so nice to eventually, like 3 years later, have the
yeah,
actual image that I really wanted to have,
right,
this ASOS H&M
yeah,
image. And yeah, I really like that because I really wanted that, people have the same experience as they have
right.
when they
Yeah.
go online shopping.
And you know what? I did. It was fun. I said, because I wasn't familiar with your shop when I
Yeah.
went online and I recognized your photos. I thought, you know what? I didn't know the shop, but I've seen these photos before.
Mm.
They're very unique. Actually, let me see if I can share here. See if I have it up. Um, But anyway, so I wasn't familiar with the shop. I
Mm.
recognized the photos. And then once I started to, um, there it is. Once I started to shop, I thought, this is so much fun, actually. I feel like I'm almost looking at clothes that I'd want for myself. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
That's what I
Because,
wanted to.
okay, so like look at this one. So you have this in different colors, but I thought,
Yep.
I can zoom over it. I can, right?
Mm.
First of all, how do I get one of these little white t-shirts? I
I can make
scour
more.
I scoured your website like, oh, well, I have to have a little white t-shirt that
Yeah,
has,
it's actually, Cool Cat who does them for me.
okay.
Like, because, I'm the official retailer for Cool Cat in France.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so these shirts, I was like, hey, you can do print on t-shirts. Maybe you could, print my logo. It would be so much fun. And they say, yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's wonderful. Okay,
and
yes.
actually, the skirt that you clicked on, it was my design because last year with Cool Cat, I did two clothes designs. So
Yes.
this skirt and the baby doll dress.
This one down
And
here.
yep,
I saw
it,
this too. I think this was on the home
yep.
page. I thought
And they're
this is the cutest
actually
doll.
designs that I draw, and they made
Oh,
it a
wow.
reality. So yeah, that was my first, foot in the designing clothes before I could make them.
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting about these photos, and I don't know how you pull it off, but when I zoom in, it actually looks soft. You know what I mean? Like I can almost feel the fabric, which I
That's
thought
what
was
I
just,
wanted actually. I
yeah,
really,
it's,
because people on when you shop online, you can't touch.
no, you can't, but
Not
I
yet.
can,
Maybe
yeah,
someday you could, but
someday, yeah.
you can't yet. So I really wanted to have like as most details as you could. So yeah.
So one of the other things I noticed was the boy clothes. You've got some hip
See,
looking
I still
boys.
have a couple of pictures, using the diorama because I was a bit lazy with those ones.
What are you talking about? This is lazy where
These
you've
are
got
the
the,
old pictures,
all right, let me see
Now I have like
this
the
one.
white background and everything, but
You want this, look at this
yep.
hipster.
Yeah.
What? I love these boy clothes. In fact, you had something in here and it what? First of all, look at this. Look at this little jacket. What is
It's not
this?
for sale though because it was a gift actually.
She's
So
so cute.
I haven't got a clue where to get the jacket, but
That would be fun though, because look how well they go
yeah,
with the little shirt and the
I know.
skirt. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh, I fell out my chair when I saw this one. In his little like sweats and the
Yeah.
sneaks, I would like a date with him. If he is available, I would
He
this
is. He's pretty
uh
lonely, actually.
I bet. So anyway, the like I said, I feel like these are the hippest dolls in France. I do. I feel like these dolls are so hip. So do you,
Um,
besides Cool Cat, do you do business with other
yep.
you do?
I'm a retailer for Lutz, but only for their wigs.
Okay. Okay.
And so actually it was quite fun to work with them because at first they didn't want, in the contract, they don't
Yeah,
want you to make your own pictures. They want you to use their pictures. And I
right.
told them, I work only with polyp dolls, and my customers, they really want to see how the wigs will look, on
Right.
polyps.
Yeah.
And so they said it was okay for me. So I was really happy about that.
Okay. One of the things, I mean, you know me, I'm poking around, I'm already shopping,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to ask you, you mentioned you started actually making your own clothes, and
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of these pieces. And by the way, at the end of this video, I'll actually show you some of the pieces that I
Mm-hmm.
got. But tell me about getting into actually making clothes.
Uh, when was that actually? I think I started sewing in June this year.
Just June. Okay.
Yeah,
You've
because
kept yourself busy in quarantine.
yeah, actually the quarantine in France was from March to May,
Okay.
and I was really frustrated because I really wanted to sew during the quarantine, but I didn't have the sewing machine. And
Okay.
I was like, okay, when it's over, I'm definitely getting it. And because I couldn't spend, well, I didn't have to spend money on it because my mom used to have one. So
Oh,
I
great.
had to wait for the quarantine to be over so I could get my hands on it.
Yeah.
And so when it was over, I was so determined. I got it. My sister gave me like a quick lesson for a day, like basics.
A quick
And
lesson. Okay.
yeah,
That's all it took.
and yeah, and the next couple of weeks, I guess, like from morning to late at night, I would be sewing all day. and
Oh,
and at first it wasn't really good, of course. Also, like, the sewing machine was really not friendly with me, like
right.
we didn't get along well, but in the end, no, it works quite well. And I think it took me about a month until I could start selling my clothes. Less
Okay.
than a month, maybe 3 weeks, because I
Wow.
was really, really determined. And that's the thing about me. Like, you teach me like the basics, and like the same, like at the end of the day, I don't want to do just the basics. I really want to
Right.
do, like the hardcore stuff, like the very difficult stuff that I can't do. But
Mm-hmm.
if I succeed just a little bit, I know I can do the middle ground ones.
Right.
So I really
That's
start
awesome.
high so I can do just good.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, I mean, there's so much to discover on your website. Are these your feet?
Yep.
It is. I wondered.
I'm on
Ha-
every picture. See?
what about that? Is that you
Yep.
in these
Yep.
overalls? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Dressed like your doll. Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
now I'm distracted. I'm like a cat with a ball of yarn. So what is next for you? You passed 3 years. You're hand making stuff. What's
Mm.
next for you, dear?
I guess like next month I'm going to the Eldol event.
Okay, wonderful.
It's the last one, so, and the first time I go, so I hope
Yeah.
it's going well with the pandemic and everything. But I think it should go well. Next, I really don't know. Like, I just started sewing, so I guess I'm just going to sew more and more every day.
Yeah,
And
I guess I'll see more of your
yeah,
items kind of starting to pop up on your shop. Yay,
yeah.
that's awesome. All right. Well, I think that's all. I won't keep you, but thank you so much for sharing thank you for sharing your story, but also sharing
Yeah.
this amazing gift with us Dolly folks, because it really does make a difference. What you're doing is very unique and wonderful
Thanks.
and brings us joy. So thank you so much, Manon, and have
Thank
a
you.
wonderful week.
You
Bye.
too. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.